Hey team, so I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about challenge groups and what I learned from leadership. I wanted to take it straight to you guys before I actually even started implementing anything, because when I learn stuff, I'm kind of bad at when it comes to systems. I ain't gonna lie to kick it. But I know that what I am good at is when I'm excited about something, I take it directly to you guys, so you guys get that incitement and you get involved in it as well right away. So I wanted to talk to you guys about, hi Shabby! I wanted to talk to you guys about this, because this is like, our challenge groups are the bread and butter of our company. It is our heart and soul. It is where we get the most action or see the most results. And this is something that I want to take a minute. And first I want to be humble about this for a minute. I noticed that my challenge groups are not as great as they once were, and it's a really shitty thing, and I apologize for this, because I run team-wide ones, and which means that they should be my number one focus. Hi Jill. And they should be my number one focus, but for whatever reason, when you become a leader, you think that you need to take your eyes off of your business and what you're doing and just solely focus on the team. And it's not like I'm saying that I'm ever going to take time away from you guys, because I'm not at all. But I want to refocus, reevaluate, and and go direction to find the direction to my path of diving back into challenge groups and making them the sole purpose, the sole focus of our business. One thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about, I know there's a ton of brand new coaches in here, or coaches that have not ever run their first challenge group. And I want to let you guys know, you do not have to wait for perfection to run a challenge group. You do not have to wait to know everything there is to know about challenge group. There's plenty of coaches in here that do not know everything, and you will never know everything, but we still run challenge groups. I've been a coach for 4.5 years, and I still don't know everything. It's all about trial and error. It's all about figuring out what works for you and what works for your challengers first and foremost. Okay, one thing that I remember hearing from Melissa McAllister, she's a superstar diamond coach. I am freaking in love with her, and I know so many coaches in here are also as well. But she said she doesn't run 21-day groups. She doesn't run 30-day groups. Or she runs those groups, but she doesn't advertise for those groups, because the second someone signs up with a challenge pack, they're there for life. She's not looking to get them results for 21 days. She's not looking to get them results in 30 days. She's looking at working with them on their journey for the rest of their life. Because as we all know, who's been on a journey for more than a day, we know it's not over in 21 days. We know it's not over in 30 days. We keep on going. And so she says when she starts working with someone, she's there for them in the long run. And same with Ali Upham. Ali Upham said something. She's also a superstar diamond coach, another one of my favorite mentors or leaders in this company. She said she gets on bi-weekly calls with her challengers. Okay, she says she does getting started right calls with her challengers. When they buy a challenge pack, she gets on the phone with them and talks about goals, talks about struggles, talks about what she can do to help them. Do they need a daily check-in besides just the group? Do they need extra words of encouragement? Do they need recognition? We got to think about them just like we think of our coaches. What our coaches need from us, our challengers need the same thing too. You can't just, like, I've gotten in the process of delegating and simplifying my time. So I schedule my posts, my daily check-ins and things like that in my challenge groups. And I'll still check in with them and stuff, but when you do that, don't let the focus from your challenge groups and checking in and being real with them in your group be sidetracked, because you feel like you could take a step back from your challenge groups because you're using Buffer or Hootsuite or whatever to do automatic check-ins, or you're using the my challenge tracker mobile app with your scheduled check-ins. So I'm gonna sneeze. Hold on, bear with me. Sorry. Okay. The main focus. So one thing that I want to tell you guys basically is we want to help our challengers get results. End of story. We want them to get results. Whatever their goals are, whether they want to gain weight, they want to gain muscle, they want to eat healthier, they want to lose weight, they want six pack, they want to lift stronger, whatever it is, we want them to see results. And that is our job. Our job is not to sell them a challenge pack. Our job is not to ask them to be a coach if they're struggling financially and they can't afford a challenge pack. Our job is not to give them Shakeology. Our job is not to get them set up with whatever program is on sale right now. Our job is to find out what they need. Our job is to find out what they struggle with. Our job is to find out what they can do that fits, that aligns with their goals and their needs, and help them reach their goal. That is our job. Our job is not putting them in a challenge group and just letting them go. Our job is daily check-ins. Our job is weekly calls. Our job is being there for him, being their biggest cheerleaders, and showing them that we make mistakes too, showing them that we fail, showing them that we binge eat on Oreo cookies or skip our workouts or whatever. So make sure that you know that you can be real, you can be human. Act like a challenger in your own challenge groups, because they like to see you in the trenches with them. Just like our coaches like to see, just like your coaches like to see you in the trenches with your inviting and your posting and your check-ins and everything. Your challengers want to see that too. So make sure that you are doing you're checking in with your nutrition, you're checking in with your workouts, you're checking in with your Shakeology. If you miss anything, if you have a bad day, talk about it. Let them be included in your life as much as you are in theirs. If you're having a dinner party at work and you're like, oh my gosh, everyone's bringing donuts and stuff, please someone help me stay accountable. Have them be as much as your cheerleader as you are for them, because it's going to help them feel good and feel included and feel supported, and let them feel encouraging as well. Always have an open door system. So this means let them know if it's an emergency, they can text you. And this is something that I have never done. Yes, my cell phone is on my website through Beachbody, but I've never given anybody, in 4.5 years, I've never given just a challenger. My coaches have my cell phone number, but my challengers do not. And so, yes, I know I will not answer, texts when I'm sleeping. My cell phone's off. But if a challenger has a very important question and they cannot reach you, what are they going to do? Maybe we know, hi Harper! We know we hear some tough stories, right? There's so many times people open up to us that share their struggles with us that they don't even share with their own mom or their best friend. And so maybe they have come across a struggle, or they're hurting, or something is really bad, or they have an important question. Maybe they're so sore from the 21-day fix, they don't feel like they can move on. What do? Do they push further? Do they not work out? What do they do? And if they cannot get a hold of you, you're just leaving them to a pack of wolves trying to figure out everything on their own. And we all know what it's like to try to work through our journey by ourselves. And that's why we became coaches, to be someone, to be their support. So maybe what we need to be doing is giving them our cell phone number, giving them our email addresses, giving them a form of contact where they can reach us when it's an emergency. And that too also builds that trust and that connection with our challengers. Because if we're like, no, I'm only going to be friends with you on Facebook, that's it, you can only contact me on Facebook, that's not a real relationship to someone. If you think about it, it's not a real relationship. A lot of times I don't feel like I have a real relationship with someone unless I get on a Zoom, unless I get on a phone call, unless I voice message back and forth. There's some part of connection that we've been missing. And I think our challengers really need to feel that connection, that deep connection. Now, I also want you to think, so this is, okay, so I'm going down a little bit. I wrote notes, so bear with me. I want you guys to think, what brings you joy in this business? I promise you it's not Success Club. I promise you it's not achieving Emerald and Ruby and Diamond rank. I promise you it's none of those things. Nothing that's going to, be a shout out or recognition, right? I mean, yes, it's nice to be recognized. Yes, it's nice to get a shout out. Yes, it's nice to hit these marks or these these benchmarks or whatever, if you will, but that's all sort of like an ego boost. And I'm not trying to downsize that by any means, but what brings you joy in the business? It's helping people feel better about themselves, right? It's helping people feel happier and healthier and build confidence. Our job is not to help people lose weight. End of story. Our job is to help people gain confidence, to build that self-love within themselves, no matter what shape, size, whatever they are. Our job is to help them build confidence, because we all know what it's like to do around a 21-day fix. You don't lose jack shit for pounds, but you lose 10 inches. Woo, woo, freaking awesome, right? Well, there's so many women out there that are going to be like, I worked my butt off for 3 weeks. I lost 10 inches, but I did not lose a pound. And I was talking to Keisha about this earlier. Hey, Keisha. I did not lose a pound, but I lost 10 inches. I did all this hard work and I have nothing to show for it, right? We've all been there. All of us females have been there, right? So losing weight is not our focus, and we need to exaggerate that to our challengers too, because they're so focused on losing weight. They're so focused on losing that 15 pounds in 3 weeks or 30 pounds in 30 days or whatever. But we really need to focus on is building that self-love, building that inner strength, building that confidence. Because in 21 days, if they're not satisfied by the amount of pounds that they lost, do you think that they're going to continue? Probably not. And we want to be a part of this person's life. We want to help them on their journey from day one until the very end. The end is not 21 days. The end is not 30 days from when they start. The end is when we're all old and gray and we're all in walkers, shaking our old timer sticks at each other, right? See, Kim lost 22 inches and 6 pounds. See, that's exactly what I mean. 22 inches is a freaking incredible, Kim. But yeah, this is exactly what I mean. And Kim, don't you feel more confident now than you did when you started? And I hope I had a little bit to do with you helping building your confidence and not worrying so much about the pounds lost. Because if we focus so much about the pounds lost, people are going to get defeated. They're going to get discouraged and they're going to want to quit. But we need to reiterate in our challenge groups. We need to help build that confidence and focus on how important that is overall anything. So with joy comes belief. So I want you guys to always remember what that is that brings you joy. If it's helping getting people results, if it's that message that you receive at 5 o'clock in the morning, oh my God, you have changed my life. You have motivated me to do X, Y, and Z. That is the stuff that brings us joy, right? We're not waking up in the morning like, woohoo, I hit Success Club. My life is amazing. No, it's like, woohoo, I just got a message from this girl that I completely changed her life by just showing up on social media every single day. Hell yeah, I put you in check. I love you. Good, Kim, that's exactly what I need to hear. And that's what everyone needs to hear. So with joy comes belief. So when you're joyful, when you're excited about helping build that confidence and that confidence that you're progressing in yourself, because we are along our own journey, guys. We're nowhere near our goals, whether it's physical, mental, emotional state of mind, whatever. We're nowhere near our goals, but we're working there. So we're also on that journey of building confidence. So we can talk about our own struggles and our own triumphs along the way of our own confident journey. But joy comes with belief. So when we're joyful, when we're confident, we're actually adding them. We're actually adding that to our challengers and they're feeling it too. So when you're joyful and you're excited about something, then you start believing in yourself more and you pass that on. It's like a trickle down effect. You pass that on to your challengers and they start feeling the same way. They start feeling joyful, like, oh my gosh, I'm excited because I added spinach in my Shakeology today and I had more energy and I got in the extra green. And they start feeling joyous over the things that they're doing and not focusing so much on the bad things, the negative, or like I skipped a workout or I only lifted 5 pounds or whatever. And then when they focus on the joy, they start believing in themselves more, which helps build confidence, which is huge because that's what we need to be doing. Now you got to think, is what maybe you signed up yesterday as a coach. Maybe you've been a coach for a month, 2 months, a year. It doesn't matter. I want you to think with your challengers, if you have any challengers right now, are your challengers getting results? Because I want, share this video on your team page. Think about, what am I doing, or what I'm doing working? Am I helping my people achieve results? Am I helping the people that I reached out to achieve results? Or were they just a success club point? Or were they just a commission check? If it is, it's okay, because we've all done it. We've all been there. I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm saying it's a time that you can change right now. You need to focus on what you're doing to help your challengers get results, help build confidence, help learn to love themselves, help build that inner strength inside of them. So we can go back, if you've been a coach for a while and you have challengers that's been out of challenge groups for 2 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years, go back, be humble, reach out to them and let them know that you're there for them and see what you can do to help them. Create a stay in the game system. I know that we have a team-wide accountability group, but I really want to start really focusing on that accountability group more and have all of us in there, like being cheerleaders, being encouragers, being empowerers, because when people are done with the 21-day fix, like say we're using my challenge tracker app and people are done with that, where do they go next? Where do they go next? Where do they go after that 21 days or that 30 days? We need to have a place to put them. And I'm not just talking about throwing them back in another challenge group. I'm talking about showing up in their life, in their presence every single day or week. And I love the fact that they mentioned getting on a call with them, with your challengers bi-weekly, setting up a 10-15 minute call with your challengers and seeing how they're doing, seeing what's working, seeing what's not working, seeing how you can help them. And also help encourage celebrating small successes, because like we talked about earlier, you know, losing 22 inches or losing 6 inches or losing 2 inches or whatever, celebrate every success. Whether they replaced biscuits and gravy with a fruit bowl or whatever, celebrate small successes, and they need to hear your voice. They need to feel that connection with you. Focus on a system of belief. That's what we need to focus on. We need to focus on the confidence. We need to focus on the strength building on the inside. We need to focus on helping our challengers get results. So I know a lot of you guys are scared of running challenge groups, right? We're scared because we don't know everything. We don't know how to run one. I host team-wide ones, and like I said at the beginning of this, I kind of steered away from running my challenge groups like I used to, and it's really shitty, because I used to love my challenge groups, and I still do, but I would be in there all day long and not saying that this is good, but not send any invites out and not work on myself. But I would like hang out with everybody in my challenge group like it was my girlfriends at a dinner table. You know, I would be in there all the time, and I think I took my focus away from that because my team started growing and I wanted to do this training and I wanted to do that training, and I just wanted to keep improving and getting better. But all that knowledge wasn't getting anywhere unless I was implementing it. And that's what I stopped doing. I was just building all this knowledge inside of me. Oh my gosh. Sorry. And it wasn't doing anything. So like I posted in my leaders group when I was gone, knowledge is only power if you're a doctor. Knowledge is only power if you're a doctor. You don't need to know everything when it's internal, or when it's I don't remember the word, when it's personal relationships. What we need is communication. What we need is connection. That's power. That's where we succeed. That's where we help other people succeed. It's not knowing everything about nutrition. It's not knowing everything about personal training or what move to do or what stretch to do if you're sore. It's about connecting. It's about being there. It's about being support and empowering and encouraging and inspiring. We need to start doing that. And I want to start having the most amazing challenge groups with you guys again. I want us to start running with a passion of helping people build that confidence. And I know we can, and I know that's what we do, but I want it to be like our full force focus. So, I wanted to share this with you guys because like you can see, I am super pumped up about it. I was going to share it on our team call tonight, but Manny Watkins is going to be taking over and talking about core to force, so I didn't want to have you guys stay on extra time to hear me ramble, so I went live. But yes, communication is so important, and so I want you to go into every conversation. I want you to go into every invite thinking how I can give this person results. What can I give to this person to change their life? Stop thinking about you. It has nothing to do with you anymore. It has everything to do with this person, right? Everything to do with this person. The Success Club points will come. The rank will come. All of that stuff will come genuinely. If you use your heart and you keep moving forward and you focus on getting people results, helping them achieve the things that they want to achieve, help build that inner strength inside of them, help build that confidence. And that's all we got to do. We don't need to be perfect. We don't need to know everything. That's all we need to do is just show up. So I hope that helps you guys. I love you all, and I hope you have a fabulous day, and I hope to see you guys all on the team call tonight. So I'll see you soon.